Hi. In this video, I will show you how we can create the invoice, the pro forma invoice, okay, as well as how we can send the text invoice to your users. Okay, so once they pay, before they pay, you need to send an invoice, and once they have a payment fully, you have the text invoice created, okay, and if they ask after certain months that, oh, can you send me the invoice? They lost it or something, okay, so you can send them again. So those capabilities plus your deliverable report that you kind of create. Okay, so I've created a field for it, okay, where you will store that, okay, and currently there's a limitation on how you can send it directly to your client. Okay? So you have to manually send a report, okay, but you can store that report in the CRM lead. So if tomorrow you misplace it or you have not kept in the right place, okay, or you have like don't know where to search, so it will be very easy. So I'll show you the deliverable report first, and then we'll jump on to the invoicing part. So if I go to the CRM, so you might have watched my previous video where I have created one opportunity here. So I'll pick that as the same one. Okay. So ignore the stage at this point of time for it. Okay. So this opportunity is completed. Okay. And then I will create a quotation for this opportunity. Okay. So consider the site data collection, all things are completed, okay, because that's a separate topic. So we'll create a quotation for this client. So I'll save it. Click on the new, and you'll see the stages for the quotation. First, sent, and the order. Okay. So save it. And so quotation is ready. Okay. So I'll confirm it by checking if everything is good. So I'll just remove the extra ones that are not needed for the quotation. So as per the, let's keep this only, and then save it again. Okay. So the amount is here, and I'll pick. Okay, I'll just confirm it. Okay. I'll pick this products, then set. Okay, so now your sales order is ready. Okay, so now the since order is ready, you might want to send to the client. Okay, so this part I have shown you yesterday how the quotation flow works. Okay? In this video, we'll show how to create an invoice out of this. Okay, because for invoice to be generated, you need the quotation to be ready as well as a sales order. So now this is a sales order. As you can see, the message is also generated here. Okay, so that normally it goes as an email. Okay. So along with that, I'll show you the delivery report here. Okay. So once you have your delivery ready, you can just come here and upload it. Okay, so it will come in handy for you that this particular sales. So we have this delivery report. Right? So currently there's a limitation on how you can directly send to your client through this panel. Okay, so we have to manually send it. Okay, to the WhatsApp. As I move ahead, I might try to see what is the workaround. But currently, you'll have to upload it here and then send to the client separately. And you can do send a WhatsApp message to them that your this thing is ready. Okay, your report is ready. That is possible, but not along with the file for now. Okay, so this is about the delivery report. So let's move to the invoicing part. So in the invoicing, I will show you first the pro forma invoice. Okay, so if you want to generate pro forma invoice, you will click here. So if you click here, what happens is that it normally creates a email template. So if there is a requirement of a client to create an email template, you can click there and the invoice will be attached and you can send it. Okay. If not, alternately, you click on the WhatsApp. Okay. So there are all the templates ready, and this is the pro forma invoice. Okay. So click on the pro forma invoice and then send the message. Okay. So remember that there is the final invoice is not created. This is just a pro forma invoice. Okay. So you can see here the ready, and if you see the green signal here, that means it's already sent. Okay. And on my mobile, I see it already received. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll ignore that, but it's already come. Okay. So next is the invoicing. So once you have the profile invoice, if needed, or you can directly jump into the create invoice. So here we will create a regular invoice because the deliverables are ready. So create on create draft. Okay. So you will see an error here as normally because you might have reported this before. There is some issue. Okay. So I'll show you how to get around this. Okay. So what happens is that I have set a configuration where sometimes if you have, for example, there is a over overdone. Okay, so some things were promised and you have to do more things than what is promised. Okay, so you come here. Okay, so that and here you are supposed to do one. Okay, so the delivery should be also one, or could be more, or could be less. Okay, so you should come here and you put a one here, which means so whatever things have been quoted as part of the order are delivered. Okay, and you can only create invoice for what is delivered. So that is the two things here. So we'll ignore the third one. Okay, and I'll show you what happens in this scenario. Okay? So I'll save it and then I create an invoice. Okay? So now there will be no error and it will only create the invoice for the first two products. Create. Okay? So a draft of the invoice is ready. As you can see, there are two products here. As mentioned, I'll confirm it. Okay. So remember that it takes you to another location, right? This is an invoicing tool now. Okay. So the invoice is created. So I can show you how you can come here if you forget or there's some issue. Okay. So if you go back to the quotation, okay. So on top, you'll see this invoices. Okay. So single quotation can have 2 to 3 invoices because you might have done uh different tasks at a different time. Okay. So that according to how you want to invoice them. Okay. So this one invoice created, I'll click on it and it takes me to here. So here I will just click on the WhatsApp. Okay. I'll click on the this one. Okay. Because this is where you tell them your payment is due. Okay. Send it. Okay. I have received it. Okay. I'll show you all the WhatsApp message at the end. Okay, so once this is done, so take for example, you want to send them the text invoice. Okay, so I'll just refresh this. Yeah. Mhm. So I was looking for the activity here. I think this one tricked me. So okay, so if we go here down, so you'll see this, your invoice is ready, and you'll see the green part. Okay, which means it's sent. So take for example, if you want to even send the invoice again, you can do that as well because this template says that amount is due. Okay, so what we will do, okay, we'll click on the WhatsApp again and then send the text invoice. Okay, so here, stay, I'll send it. Okay, wait, and it should be sent by now. Okay, yeah, so this is the invoice. Okay, so this invoice it doesn't have any due amount. Okay, so here, mm, so all the things are mentioned already. Your quotation number and everything will be here. Okay, so I think this is it about the flow. Okay, there's no major difference in both of the invoice, just the message is changed. Okay, so you can check with your accountants if you need any change the templates that we can do because I don't have full knowledge of the account legal things in terms of how your flow has to be, but this caters to the technical approach for now. And this is how you'll be able to cater your invoice sending process automatically to your clients. Before dropping, let me also show you what messages I received on my WhatsApp. So open my WhatsApp here on the mobile, and as you can see, the three messages. Okay. So first was your proforma invoice. I'll just open it. It shows the proforma invoice. Okay. So as you can see in the proforma invoice, it shows all the three. Okay. So which was not when the invoice was ready. Okay? So for that, you need to just remove the lines, whichever is not required. But this is part of the quotation. Okay. It's not a final invoice. So in the final invoice, if I pick the first one, it shows the amount due. Okay. I'll pick on it, and you'll see that the first two of the products or services are mentioned here. Okay? And this is the invoice that goes. So here you have your QR code, you have the authorized signatory, okay, and the bank details. So client can just scan it directly, and it will go the amount as well. It will be auto inputted. Okay, so this is there. Then if we go down, okay, so this is a similar to the other one as well. Okay, so yeah, that's it. And thanks.